Guys, it's Tony with Backwoods Biker Magazine and Wood Tramp Outdoors. I've got with me Kevin Johnson from Midwest Woodcraft. He's going to tell us all about a rendezvous. Is that what you call it? Is it a rendezvous?
We call it the gathering, but
or
rendezvous,
a gathering.
It is more of a rendezvous. It's going to be a very
Bushcrafters gathering. So hang tight. We'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. Kevin, appreciate it. Thank you again.
Thanks for having me.
Man, I've enjoyed our talks today.
Yeah,
We've done a couple videos on different things, and you know, this gathering that's getting ready to happen. I'm just going to be quiet. You tell us. Give us a quick commercial
lay it
on
on out here real quick. October 21st to the 23rd of this year, 2022, we're going to have the Midwest Woodcraft Gathering. That's going to be presented by our good friend L.T. Wright, Handcrafted Knives. He's been our
Looks like you got an L.T. Wright Genesis Candy right there.
The Genesis here. I always got an L.T. close by for sure. But yeah, he's been supporting us for several years now. We always appreciate that. A great company to work for, as you can attest to. We got a lot of other great sponsors on board. Too many to name right off the top of my head, but we really appreciate everybody, of course. But yeah, we're planning on having a bang-up lineup this year. I've kind of toned things back. I usually run about 12 classes through the weekend, and it just got to where I was doubling up on classes. Scheduling was a little crazy. So we're toning it back this year. We're down, I think, to 6 or 7 instructors. We have some really big names. We have Larry Roberts from Alone coming out, Alone Seasons 2 and 5. Yeah. A good friend of mine. He's going to be coming down and doing a presentation on his time on the show, both seasons of the show, I do believe. We're not 100% sure on the details of all the classes yet, but it's going to be something along those lines, so it should be really, really informative. We'll get to see kind of some of the behind-the-scenes stuff we didn't get to see on the show, maybe get to ask him a few questions, and he'll be willing to share anything that he can. You know, of course, some things do have to keep the lid on, but whatever he can share, I'm sure he'll be happy to. Cool. We have our good friend Craig Hoddil from Nature Reliance School. I'm super excited about that. It's actually his fall. It's going to be in October. I pushed it back a month to get Craig because he's just one of the best in the business, bar none. So I've had the opportunity to train with Craig a little bit in the past, so I'm really looking forward to having him come back up. I myself will be there. I'll be doing a bow drill clinic, so anybody wants to come out and learn the bow drill, that'll be a free class. I'll probably have a registration for that, just so I know how many kits and things to bring like that. Yeah, my good buddy Robert Onken's going to be there from Self-Reliant Mindset. He's going to be doing something along the lines of homesteading. And he is a minister, so he'll be doing a service on Saturday morning for anyone. It's not required, but anyone who's interested in that, more than happy to have you over there for that. And let's see, who else do we have? We have Craig Avery from WG Bushcraft. Are you familiar with Craig? Mm-hmm. Really solid guy, and I'm really looking forward to it. He came out last year, and the schedule was so jammed up. We had kind of a mix-up with the time he arrived and the time he was scheduled, so we weren't able to get his nav class in last year. We've got that on there for this year. Like I said, I toned back, so we're going to have him there for sure this year teaching. He was on hand last year. He just unfortunately didn't get to teach his class. Oh. He had a great time. He even told me, hey, don't sweat it. You know? So
this is a 3-day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And what is the cost?
It'll be $60.
$60?
Yes.
And what does your $60 get you?
$60 fee will get you your admittance into the event. It'll get you your campsite. You'll have access to potable water, restrooms, of course. We're going to have challenges going on all weekend, activities for the kids. It's going to, you know, so we'll have kind of a little area kind of off to the side for more family and youth events and things like that. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. You'll get way more than $60 out of it.
Sure.
You know, I mean, a lot of state parks nowadays will cost you that to camp for a weekend. Yeah. You know, unfortunately.
More than that.
But yeah, and then we're gonna have a cooking contest. We're gonna have a potluck. We're gonna have we're just gonna have a lot of stuff going on.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Well, yeah. I tell you what, I promise you, I'm gonna be there on Friday, the 21st, and I'll be spending the night being with you. I may be back to 23rd, but I've got a commitment on the 22nd that's going to pull me away.
Right.
And it's been on the calendar for a while. So once it gets on the calendar, man, it's a death situation to get it off the calendar.
No, I hear you.
But I'll be there, and I want to say hello to some of my friends, but I'm hoping we get to see some of you, especially for those of you that have been asking
come on out.
About a group and you're wanting to attend something to kind of check it out. You know, to me, this is going to be an introduction to this lifestyle and to the group mentality, you know, and you've got some of the best teachers in the world that's going to be there, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He mentioned Craig Cotto. There is no better tracker. Well, I'm going to back up. I'm just going to say this. Craig is one of the top trackers in the entire world.
Yes.
And, you know, there are other trackers that are out there that are just as good probably, but Craig takes it to a different level. So you're going to have that, you know, type of... I don't know if he's teaching tracking or not.
He is. It'll be animal tracking.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to have Craig Cotto there and nothing on tracking?
With the thing with Craig is it doesn't stop there.
Yeah, no.
They keep that knowledge is nearly endless. Yeah. And he's a lot like how I described earlier. He knows a lot about a lot of different subjects.
Yeah.
You know,
he's a very well-rounded,
versatile guy. Speaking of versatile, I also have my big brother John Dosh. I'd hate to leave him out. He's going to be there. He's one of my favorite people to learn from in the whole world. He has all the real world experience you could ever want. And he's not one of the big names, but John Dosh, anybody that's ever trained with John will tell you he's as good as they get.
Yeah, you don't have to be a big name. I learned that a long time ago. My family is hillbillies to the bone, and that's for sure. We've been around for a long time, and none of them, and I mean absolutely none of them, had any real formal type of training. But if I was going to have to be out in the bush with somebody, it'd be my uncles or several of my relatives, you know what I mean, because they know how to survive. That's what they do.
If I was picking a team, John would probably be #1 on my list.
Yeah, that's great, you know. You don't have to be an Army Ranger to be a great woodsman. Yeah. That's for sure. It helps.
Yes, it does.
It helps.
That mentality definitely helps.
Well, listen, I'm looking forward to it, man. October the 21st, 22nd, 23rd down at Forest City for $60 for the whole weekend.
Yeah, you can get on over to MidwestWoodcraftGathering.com. Check that out. You go to the banner on the home page there. Click on that. It'll take you in there. You have most of the info. That page is kind of being updated daily or weekly as more info comes in. So. Yeah, we're not done yet. We're still planning stuff. So
cool beans.
It's going to be a good time.
Well, again, Kevin, thanks a lot for coming on out. I appreciate it, and I appreciate y'all asking about that. And so until next time, you guys ride free, you live free, and as always, you be safe out there.